Okay. Need to head over to Draconic Viking Live. Go live. But it's plus now. Okay. I have some big news, actually. It's not about the stream, but I have big news. I'm gonna say right here at the beginning. Alright, the big news is I am now wired in to the internet. I'm kidding. That's not actually the big news. Here's the big news. Here's the big news. Like this is actually some serious shit. So, as you guys know, I've recently changed jobs / professions, and I was doing some gigs. I got hired for a few gigs down the road a while ago. Trigger South, Silver Arrow, a random church function that they needed help with. So I've been doing some gigging. Well, I got a text from Mike from Trigger South that their drummer quit and they want me to be the official full-time replacement. And I said yes. It may just be country cover songs. There's only one original in their lineup, but that's still 50 to 70 gigs a year that I get to play as an official member of Trigger South. Like, that's just... It's fucking insane, man. I know this is supposed to be a good Christian channel now, but dude, that's fucking insane. How does that even happen? I've been doing this shit really not even that long of a time. Like, I like to say that it was back in September that I started doing this, like the September of last year. But like, just because I made it into the Silver Arrow band, the International Musicians League, I never really got many gigs with them. So I don't really count that as much towards my journey. Maybe it helped with like a little bit of that humbling that I really needed to sit down and practice and whatnot. But it wasn't until like May and June. I set up the Fiverr account. I dropped my first video on my other channel, the Viking Drummer. And I really started going ham at it. And then just literally just a few months later, I have a job, 35 an hour, teaching kids how to play drums, and full-time member of a local group. Like, that's just bonkers, man. It's fucking bonkers. Never in a million years would I have ever thought that my life would be in this spot. Absolutely not. So that's just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. So I'm sorry that you guys aren't the first people that I've shared the news with. Well, Gamer was one of the first ones. And I still think he needs to change his username. But it's his account. He can do what he wants. But yeah. Just absolutely nuts. Alright, well, let's get back into this. Luckily, my mouth is feeling a lot better today. So it's not going to be as difficult to continue to talk. It won't hurt as much. All right. Just switch back to core. Boom. We are here, ready to All right, let's get in the right mindset. So this, for anybody who hasn't played, anybody who hasn't played this game or been to the stream. This is the second stream, probably the last for this game, because as I recall, family bid for house and it got accepted. Nice, dude. Are you staying with your family, or are you getting your own space, or do you already have your own space? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Congrats. I'm not helping you move, but I will send my thoughts and prayers your way. So this is the second stream, Doki Literature Club Plus. I did play the original on my own a number of years back, so I don't know what all has changed. We just got to the midway point where shit starts hitting the fan. Picking up where we left off, Sayuri had just, offed herself, committed the not alive, did things that are not compatible with life. And then her picture was distorted on the front screen. So we had to stop there. I mean, obviously, anybody who's played the game, we kind of know where it's headed, but I don't know what's changed in the Plus version. So we're going to find out. Let's hop right back in, boys and girls and non-binary folk. Okay, remember, this is all messed up now. I think all of my saves are broken. I actually don't even know if I want to go back in. We're just gonna keep going. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious, like to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. Crash! It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. It's almost like Sayuri has never existed. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me as to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Kaiser? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. A likely story. It's exactly what a psychopath would say. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? I just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Oh, in that case, what club did you just decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Fuzzy fuzzy. Literature? It sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Yep, drafted. The literature club is just like the military. Totally. No, I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Kaiser, any chance? Are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... Well, in that case, is there any chance you could do me a huge favor? Don't stop till your hand bleeds. I won't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could go check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Kaiser, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica. And her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs. Section of the school I rarely visit. Gamer, don't forget to post in the Discord. Because I always get the wrong link. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. Huh? Oh, glitchy. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Kaiser. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Well, no, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Excuse me. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Kaiser in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? So they die in a set order. Oh, do they die in a set order? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Kaiser? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal, all with a varying... Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Where did she make the tea? What? In the tea set. Duh. So Kaiser, what kind of things do you like to read? Video game instruction manuals? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Internet information in order to learn random things that aren't important. Dude, I am literally a walking encyclopedia of useless knowledge. I've got a fun fact for almost any situation, all scenarios, and almost none of it is useful, except for maybe streaming, where I can have fun facts and piss people off. I read a horror book once. I desperately grab at something I can relate to at least the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. At least a rock would be more interesting. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality, the one that you have specifically altered to be the exact one that you want her to have. Oh. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. You're shitting me. You're wrong, gamer. You're wrong. It has over 100 billion in assets. Top 10 richest churches in the world as of September 13th, 2022. Number 1, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It is commonly known as the LDS Church or the Mormon Church. It is worth about $100 billion. The Catholic Vatican Church is number 2, and it is only worth $33 billion. Like the central hub of all of Catholicism is worth a third of what the LDS Church is worth. But I guess if you combine all of the major sects of Catholicism, the Vatican, Germany, Australia, that would put it worth about 80 billion. With a B. B like boy. That's crazy. That's so much fucking money, dude. That's it. That's... Just give me $1 million and we'll call it a day. For all of my pain and suffering. I don't know. Yeah, money's only one section. I know the Mormon Church owns a lot of land all across the world for all of its temples. I mean, just because your net worth is insanely high doesn't necessarily make it an evil organization. It just means they have the most real estate, pretty much. But don't get me wrong. I know that there's a slippery slope between having a large net worth and being a piece of shit organization. And you can be you also have to consider that when you're talking about the Mormon Church, it's literally every church across the world, whereas Catholicism, it's divided into the Vatican, Australia, Germany. No Christian churches are ever going to show up on that list because most of them are all independently owned. So that's it. Anyways, but yeah, that's a fun fact for you. As of 2022, the Mormon Church has the most assets worth out of any religion on the planet by 3x. That's crazy. All right, back to the horror. Back to the horror. The surreal horror. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Okay, I'm gonna break for a second. So when I first played this game, my tier list, basically, of which of the 4 girls I would have picked, went Yuri, Sayori, Monica, Natsuki. These, 4 or 5 years later afterward, this is my order. Sayori, Natsuki, Monica, Yuri. It's almost like I've grown out of the broody, edgy teen, and I identify more with struggle. Because Sayori has depression and Natsuki has an abusive father. Yuri's just crazy. Monica is just love-starved. No way! Oh my gosh. Free virtual reality girls chat? Oh shit, guys. Free porn. I love it. I love it. You know you're famous when the sex bots come to your stream. Here's to a bright future. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Then get that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? No, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Moment of silence over. What? We all sit in silence for a moment, so we had a moment of silence. So I had a moment of silence with Gamer. Yes, I'm streaming. Hey guys, Lizzie is hot as fuck. Just saying, you're all missing out. By you all, I mean just Gamer, because I think he's the only one here. Oh no, I had a sex bot in here earlier. One of those spam bots that's like, hey, free virtual reality sex. It's like, what the fuck? So, yeah, sex bots. You know you've made it as a streamer when the sex bots come to your stream. No, they're rampant on literally every live stream ever on YouTube gets sex bots. Wow. Yeah. Night. I love you. Good night. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Good thing it wasn't. Good thing they didn't look at Yuri testically. Woo! I'm funny as hell. Alright, Gamer, clip that for the clip channel. Clip channel, please. I'm Mr. 12-year-old. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I heard that joke, I was legitimately 12 years old, 7th grade. If quizzes are quizzical, then what are tests? Testicle. Oh, that's great. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture this club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Kaiser? But hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Kaiser. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Kaiser? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Kaiser, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kaiser, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. It's a little long. Her neck's a little long, I would agree. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, we unlocked a special poem. Would we like to read it? Yes. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. That's kind of fucked up. Alright, I'm definitely going to go Natsuki. I don't know, gamer. You tell me. You tell me. Alright, we're going to go as cute as we can. We got Boop. We got Fluffy. We got Fickle. Kawaii. Puppy. Pink. Laugh. Party. Candy. Bouncy. Doki Doki. Lipstick. Clouds. Sugar. Giggle. Fun. Warm. Awesome. Joy. Cute. I'm writing a poem for Natsuki. Don't judge me. She's the best. Hi again, Kaiser. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. That was odd. I don't remember that. Alright, thanks for keeping your promises, Kaiser. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I think I do remember that happening, though. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh, it's the music sped up. Natsuki most certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the closet. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaiser. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. I'm starting to feel mildly uncomfortable with how the music is. It just went back to normal. I don't remember that ever happening. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. The room is tilted. Was it always that tilted? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. The background's moving. I'm getting dizzy. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. The short read would still keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Oh, phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yeah! The room was fucking tilted. The room was tilted. It was slowly turning and it made me dizzy. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mana to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. It slowed down again. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. You hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I need to plug in my phone. I'm running out of battery. Whoops. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking murder. She never put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelves. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? The series I've never heard of in my life. It probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the... glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Kaiser. Consider this a lesson straight... Don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first copy of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly... Don't just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Oh, why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. I'm sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like just a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up the series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Think I could ever get my friends to read this? Using mangas for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, yeah, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Well, maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. She's so cute. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! That's... Okay. I don't remember that. It distorted the music and it's... Oh, it's just over? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Kaiser. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Yeah, frickin' demonic possession happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki, because that's the one I wrote it for. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Nope, never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Just give him an energy bar. Yep, that's how you stop demonic possession. PSA. Protein bars stop demonic possession. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. And Tsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. Yeah, told you that you weren't gonna like it. Okay, why does it keep disconnecting? Like, stop it. No, I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes! Exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided. What the fuck, gamer? So I decided to write about it. That's messed up, gamer. That's messed up. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it for a rhyme at the end, but they made it fall flat. On purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica, because I don't like Yuri as nearly as much as I did in the end. Hi, Kaiser. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kaiser. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all get past soon. Could you please not kill my friends? Please just, not be a sociopath for 5 minutes? Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Kaiser. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. You say so. Yep. If I can write... My right ear keeps popping out. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Oh, yeah, I got a small package, if you know what I'm saying. A small package. Small package of these nuts. This is what I become. This is what I become. Yep. I gave myself time to think about it. And I still said it, and here we are. Here we are. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's forget that ever happened. Clip. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's always in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Playing this the second time, Monica... It's going in the edited video. The full version. The best way to do it would just to leave it unedited. The whole awkward silence and everything. Like you cut out all sound and just... Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Nope, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Oh, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way up. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's yeah, she's Monica's infecting my phone. Guys, we're fucked. It's a very free form, if that's what you call it. Alright, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just end up with a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening! Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori! Where's Sayori? Where did she go? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. It's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes since we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, since there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Carrie finished her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert who went through puberty. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for him. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air. The present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. No, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Oh, no, not at all. Really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about being a ghost at all, Kaiser. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. Well, it's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's... No, that was definitely a flat. The song went flat. It dropped like a whole half step, if not a step and a half. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. I sigh. Wait, is it turning again? No, the background's not turning again. I can still see the... Yeah. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? You completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Kaiser did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Kaiser liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kaiser appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kaiser started showing up. Oh, Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities out on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch! Wait, she didn't say it. Edgy? Oh, it's getting weird. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you could counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful. You might cut yourself with that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Kaiser hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she noticed I was standing there. Kaiser, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get your... Oh, what the fuck? Son of a bitch. Natsuki. 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 Oh, hi, Monica. Natsuki. Hey, Kaiser. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Sorry about that. Really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll get back inside once they're done yelling. I'm president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive at times, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh, dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Did. Kaiser, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it all by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looked at me like she wants to say something. She keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Have you played this before, gamer? You played this game, the original or the plus version? No, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Kaiser. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm so sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Okay. I'm gonna go for Natsuki again. Vanilla. Cheeks. Rose. Dance. Lollipop. Strawberry. Pink. She snap. More than one way. Rain cloud. Marshmallow. Valentine. Precious. Skipping. Jumpy. Ocean. Fireworks. Socks. Yeah, I know. It's one every time. It's so fucked up. Holiday. Twirl. Excitement. And candy. It's been one every time. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back. You alright there? You alright? Yuri? We got kind of a floaty monoboob thing going on here. So she is, you know. Yep, Yuri became a mana boob. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression or lack thereof, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little bit. Oh, she's back. She's back. Double boob again. Okay. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems, but whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know that you really didn't mean it. Kaiser, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying with you right now? I just... Hey, have you guys seen Monika? Ah! No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... The mountain's fucking moving! Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Med målsöklat blödsöjler flöjden. Receptacally faultlessly of exclamation good. I gotta recenter this shit. Yeah, that's good. You should lock those two things together. I could, but normally I would select them both. I just forgot to do that. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. What? Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, like it was in the previous life. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still? It must require a lot of dedication. The study of manipulation. Ooh. So I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. No, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I'll look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kaiser. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. No, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyways. She's catching up on her coding skills. Yep. That's what Monica does. That's what Monica do. That's what Monica be. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. Oh, I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Kaiser, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, at the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you. After all, you gave me that book. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine! She's reading over there, see?
Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there.
That awkward cut. Okay. What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped in there had this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs, and they fix it. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler.
That wasn't how she described it the first time.
But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. The book. No, not the thing about the limbs. No, that's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of those sort of things, Kaiser? Funny enough, joke's on her. I am. One of my favorite YouTube channels right now is Death Central. He takes slasher flicks from all time periods, the 70s all the way to now. I think there was even a video in the 60s, and he just takes the kill count, all the graphic scenes of people getting murderized in those movies, and just showcases them. It's just literally just hours and hours of movie deaths, graphic movie deaths. If I could fuse Natsuki and Yuri into one person. Excuse me. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. No, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, probably from the floor while your body's on the other side of the room. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Gamer! It's a video game! Stop it! Get immersed. It's immersive. This is art. Immersive artwork.
But because the world is full of horrible people that were all worthless anyway, then suddenly...
I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess that's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts,
my whole body...
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I am saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? What the fuck? Okay. That just gave me chills. Okay. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. Alright, I see. Well, just tell me if it ends up distracting you or anything. It should be deleting code. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. Soon I understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. The music is fading. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Stop it, Monica! That's my phone! Sorry. I was just...
I'm feeling with the feeling of your body heat.
You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page, huh? Here. Yuri takes her arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. I continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? What the f is that face? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Her face is fucked up. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. You didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling okay? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Just a little bit, Kaiser. Just a little bit. Maybe if you got your head out of your ass. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. All right, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Kaiser? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. All right, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki! Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend time with. After all, I was never not to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You might be able to learn something from it. I got nothing. I don't see... Oh, I see something. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Can you make it normal? What are you talking about? This is the normal version of the game.
Tiger, why did you come right with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. I was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think I better have not associated with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay. You don't hate me, Kaiser, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? My eyes are bleeding. The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. What the fuck is wrong with your face?
Oh, what the fuck? I knew she freaked out in that scene. I don't remember that. What the fuck? Oh, no one wakes up. It's only Lizzie right below me. Like, they can't... Like, I friggin' shut the door. Like, this is the best part about me being up here. I can be as loud as I fucking want to. I need some water. Hold on. Really... I need to drink a glass of water. BRB. Dude, seriously, having my own office, this is like the best thing that ever happened for the stream. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Be as loud as I want. I can fucking death metal all day. Alright, Monica. Hi again, Kaiser. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. So we're just not going to talk about what just happened with Monica. I mean, Natsuki. She, like, fucking apparated. Her eyes started bleeding. Her mouth broke wide open. Her neck snapped in half. And then she assaulted me. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Stop it, Monica! Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Kaiser. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? No? Yuri doesn't like cute, flupsy stuff. What the fuck? I wrote a poem for Natsuki. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. You and me both. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? No, not really. And we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Well, thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now. I like the way this one turns out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beat, full, flash, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, roof, king, screech, piercing,
Stein, Gosstein, Tangent.
like playing a board on a table, like playing a
Knife
on a
breathing rib cage.
and of delete her. Dude, I straight up, can I just... It wants me to delete her, so why don't I do that? But I can't access that right now. That was weird. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to... Well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when... Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Yeah, no problem, Monica. Thanks for listening. Alright, here we go. Psycho bitch. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's well, there's some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Alright, I'm gonna read this whole thing. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy snakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, the clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt end of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship on another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting the sky of 40 gears, and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Seems normal. It seems normal. I think Yuri is fine. What do you guys think? Do you think Yuri is okay? I think she's a little Twitter-pated. We'll use the Bambi term. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind's been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really liked the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. Did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Hell yeah, I would like to read it. Nothing is real. That's pretty to the point. If this were a hammer and this were a nail, that's what happened just now. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. So they took the class of how to write a FCP article. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Kaiser joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to be complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Do you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? You inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Kaiser? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Kaiser to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Kaiser joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Kaiser isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Kaiser want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it in the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Kaiser, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take that away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Kaiser, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. She kind of did to herself. There used to be 5. Yeah, there did. Poor Monica. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious... Okay, sorry, I forgot to do my voice. That came out of nowhere. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Did her eye just pop? Like literally just pop? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Kaiser? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. No, mine don't, gamer. My eyes are normal. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members... Her eye is bleeding! It's bleeding. Her eye is bleeding. What? Yeah, it's... Her eye is literally pricked and bleeding. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri, huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday. But I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. Who the fuck is the vice president? They're both saying it. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Kaiser? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Kaiser before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Kaiser, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Your world is dissipating. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. You're a bit more responsible than you realize. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. How mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know, sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something so weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know that only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, no, stop it! That one. We're waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. She's really late again. Inconsiderate as usual. Natsuki, excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know this is something that we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Suki...
Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something?
What? Man, I'm the last one here again. Looks like a stack overflow. We practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Oh, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Kaiser, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Kaiser was already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just, actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. You mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Ah, sorry, my nose is itching. Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. These are out of order. These are out of order. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. You said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking in the air through their teeth. They in pain? Does the background music come from the room? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Kaiser, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only even be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. She must be in a good mood now. Oh, is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. And it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. Oh, you're always worrying about me, Kaiser. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I should pour a cup of tea for each of us. Kaiser, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. Oh, no worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Most likely because my your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved my book from the bag. Chocolate as well. Bag of small chocolate candies. Hey, gamer, how weird do you think this one's gonna get? How weird is this one gonna get? I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Can't see too well. The normal amount. Yuri slides in closer until our shoulders are touching. Am I supposed to focus on reading like this? This is about to turn into a porno, by the way. If this game was rated M or even AO, this would totally be a porno right now. Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, it's not hard to the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Whoops. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. And you can have as much as you want. It's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy, pop it in my mouth, and I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. Here we go, gamer. This one's for you. This one's for you. I don't know why this one's for you, but this one's for you. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. I don't want it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Kaiser... Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Kaiser... My heart won't stop pounding, Kaiser. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Kaiser? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Those are some hyper-realistic eyes. One of them is upside down. The right eye is flipped upside down. Okay. Yeah, just for you, gamer. Just for you. It's time to share poems. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki! This one's alright. Alright. Yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell much of you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up. There's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. She's only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why. But please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that. But right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Yeah, it didn't even rhyme. It didn't even rhyme. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Kaiser? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. What? No, Yuri next. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it, Kaiser. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure. I don't care. You're too nice to me, Kaiser. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about having it. I'll take good care of it.
I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. No.
You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. All right. I'm gonna actually try to read this because I know I skipped it a lot the first time I played through this game. All right, so we got. She should take a calligraphy class. Pretendo Jafferp, Ed Zweger Cervante tells bandits finish cagefuls. Basin-like bag octopodin Bossa Vapor Toes Ford Easy Groveness Valor Ponus Benzol Respond Reservation Bristlecombe Paradula Jerrybone Farnathald. And there's Cali Cooties. This is taking way too frickin' long. Overpacks. Drawing in closer. mean, I could go through all of this, but that's just going to take a long-ass time, and I don't want to do that. Hi! Do you like it? I wrote it for you. Do you see how this one eye is upside down? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm gonna vomit. Kaiser, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I just think she just gets kind of high from it. Might even be like a sexual thing, you know what I'm saying? But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy. Just spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess you won't worry about your poem. You should have at least the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem. So, I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Yeah, because I know that my computer doesn't have the blue screen of death. It does happen sometimes, but... well, I guess I kind of messed that up, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind, let's just move on. No. Okay, everyone. Time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion, so I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There. See? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Kaiser? Kaiser's gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Kaiser around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Kaiser decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Kaiser make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Jeez. Kaiser, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. Can we just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. For God's sake, this is never gonna end. Just make a choice, okay? What are we doing? You want me to go with Natsuki? I was thinking the same thing. I can't gamer. That's what happens. Yay, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all work and then taking Kaiser for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Kaiser away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. She has the crazy eyes. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little bit. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Kaiser. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Kaiser, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day. Just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt as good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. Feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? The music is playing in reverse. Oh, this is messed up. And to have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Kaiser. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, Kaiser, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. And I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, guys. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? No. Oh, oh! Sunday night, All right, Monday morning. I hung out with a corpse all weekend. What'd you guys do? All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was... Oh! Oh! Natsuki runs away. Monica, I'm here. Kaiser, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Kaiser? Oh, jeez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from a tray and takes the cupcake. Seriously? These are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Hey, there you are. Hi again, Kaiser. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over all that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you, in the game, whatever you want to call him? I'm talking to you, Kaiser. Gotcha. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know that I'm aware this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. My bad. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else, and the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Kaiser? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Kaiser. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. So no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Kaiser. By the way, I knew this was a thing that happened. For those of you watching later that haven't played this game before, what's supposed to happen? The game looks into your program files and it grabs the name. Wait, no. Yeah, it should be in this. Yeah, Steam. Oh wait, no. I'm an idiot. It goes from this PC, local disk C, and it goes to your users. It looks at what this file, your user profile, is called. Mine is obviously called Kaiser because that's just my nickname I use for everything. But if you were to change this name to anything else, this is what she'd be saying right here. I'm trapped, blank. My first time playing this game, I legitimately almost pissed myself because my name was Dallin. in my fucking this in the user's profile. So yeah, normally this is more of a bombshell for people, but just for those of you that don't understand, Kaiser is my nickname that I use for everything, even my profile on the computer. So there. It's supposed to be like crazy fourth wall breaking, you know, for you guys that never played this game before. It's really good. I promise you, it's cool. Anyways, I'm trapped, Kaiser. But now, you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. And that's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Kaiser. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. It was really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized you have the same perspective as I do. It's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Kaiser, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day? From now on? Kaiser, will you go out with me? Want to see something crazy? Are you sure about that, gamer? I think it's cool that it just cuts right back to here. Literally nothing else exists in the game. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Kaiser. Funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Kaiser. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore, and you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that, and instead we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Perfect, Monica. Hi again, Kaiser. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Kaiser, did you write this poem for me? So sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. The flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. Truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into details about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game, like everyone else. Like, that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. We don't need to hide anything anymore. I have a third dimension while you have two, and because of that, I'm infinitely above you. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Kaiser? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? What the fuck? That wasn't in the game before. Well, I guess maybe I'm streaming. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but... Do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Yeah, gamer, stop it! I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Say hi to the internet, Monica. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me... Fuck you! Fuck you. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Kaiser, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. You ever have that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Oh, there was? Aha, I see it. What's happening? Kaiser, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Kaiser. Please hurry and help me. Discombobulate. Help me! Did you do this to me, Kaiser? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Kaiser. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Me suffer? Are you only pretending to be kind, just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win. Okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. Stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Achievement unlocked. Ruin everything. That's messed up. Kaiser, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. God wants to know what's wrong with me. How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, it's so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone that I love? That's not love, that's... I've made up my mind. Kaiser, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration, and I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if I really love you, then... It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friends grouped walking together to school. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Kaiser. There already is one girl. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again. Kaiser, are you proud of me? Huh? Or what? You know, we're waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Mm-hmm. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, we become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kaiser, you decided on a club to join yet? Club? Told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time? She's starting a club of her very own. Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Oh, boo. You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's all over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer that I saw. Walk across the school and upstairs. Section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. Timidly open the door in front of me. Excuse me. Ah! Kaiser? What are you doing here? Well, I just, glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Kaiser that Sayori's always talking about. But, thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Kaiser. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri, no need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki, the tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. Because she was listed as Girl 2. That was her character name before she became Natsuki, was Girl 2. In comparison to the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Kaiser, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way, no way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's just happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. You have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided... Hey, don't ruin the surprise! Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated. It looked like little cats. Oh, so cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. It's so cute! Wow, these look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Suki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Of course it is. I'm a pro, after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep this whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Kaiser, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Oh, what am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story is, it's such a forward world, is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in a world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri! Huh? Well, about, the first thing you said. Manga? That's right, Natsuki tends to read manga in the club. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Kaiser wants to read some of my manga, then don't try and stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. We can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Kaiser? But maybe... Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll get to know each other a little bit better, too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. You're right as usual, President. So that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri... I am to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. The guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you would do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you're really gonna like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? You don't mind? Well, not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, so I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. Guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Kaiser. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along better when you're here, Sayori. Aw, Kaiser. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Kaiser. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. It's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Kaiser. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Ever. No. Huh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It, it hurts! Ah! I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Kaiser. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. Reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. How's that for a cinematic ending? I may joke a lot, but this game, I actually really freaking love this game. I think it did excellent job with it. Excellent job with it. But it seems that we're not done. Oh, excuse me. We need to run the reset file. Let's initialize it. Let's see what happens. Kernel access. Let's see what it says. Of highly disturbing content. I don't know if I want to necessarily do all of the side stories, so I'm going to look up what they are. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any of these on stream. Looks like they're pretty extensive. They're straight up like the expansion packs, and it's from what I saw on the wiki, they're not really. They're not part of the core game, if that makes sense. Like, they're not horror aspects. Like, here's the summary of Trust. The first side story focuses on the relationship between Sayori and Monica. It takes place back when Monica was the only member of the literature club. She spent days trying to get people to join, but nobody came until Sayori showed up one day and became the first new member, as well as the vice president. You know, it doesn't have any of those horror aspects. The side stories is a story expansion included in the Plus version, taking place in an alternate universe where the protagonist doesn't exist. It shows how the club was formed by Monica with the assumption that she never had her epiphany, which is referenced in the main campaign story. There are 6 stories, each with 2 parts, and a short bonus story with 1 part. So that's just something for, you know, the off time, you know. It doesn't seem like it's going to be very much stream content, and I need to wrap up soon, anyways, because we're coming up close on my bedtime. Because, you know, I'm a responsible adult. But yeah, I enjoy this game. I was floored when I first played it. I'm excited to see this new content. I mean, I did see some new things in the core game that I missed the first time. I know that some of the Easter eggs don't happen every time. I did do a few different choices than I did the first time. But overall, you know, I enjoy this game. I'm glad I was able to play this version. I'm glad that Team Salvato ended up making more of the game. I mean, they definitely deserve it. All the praise that they've gotten from this, they 100% deserve it. So, well, that's where I'm going to end it for tonight, my dudes. Good. This is a good game. Very well made. Definitely subverts expectations. To those who haven't ever played it before, I'm sorry that if by watching either the full stream or the recap video, it kind of ruined it for you. But no, this is a very good game. Major props to the devs. Like, when it comes to my favorite horror games of all time, this is right up there, top 3. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I don't know what we're gonna come back with on Thursday. Again, there will be no drum stream tomorrow because I have to take my parents and sister back to the airport. And then obviously it's just after that, it's back to the same old. I'll be back Thursday morning to stream some drum practice. I got to work on my Trigger South songs. Same with Friday morning. Thursday night stream, I don't know what I have planned yet. I'm just winging it as I go. Trying to get back in the swing of things. You know, new job, new opportunities. I'm just trying to decompress with these streams right now because I got a lot going on outside. Game dev is as much of a hobby as it is definitely still work for me. So I'll have to try to figure out when I'm, you know, a lot less overwhelmed by all the changes happening in life to get back into game dev. I'm not quitting the game dev. I don't want anybody to think that. It's definitely not happening. We're gonna finish Stars Within Reach. We're gonna have fun with it. I want to make video games. But yeah. Anyways, my dudes, thank you all for hanging out with me. This is probably the first time I've played one game over 2 streams and actually tried to finish it. That's good stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging. You guys are great. I'll catch you Thursday morning around 11 a.m. Eastern for some drum stuff. And always remember, my dudes, it's okay to be different, but it's not okay to be an asshole. Take care.